Welcome back, everyone, to Pillars of Eternity. Let's see what Urjat has to say about the new change in leadership. You're the ones who murdered Lord Radric on behalf of that cretinous traitor. I'm sure you understand your request for housing and land is completely out of my hands now. Oh, that's it? That's all he's got to say? Like, I killed his boss, and he's like, well, you don't get a house. And I was like, no shit, man. Wasn't getting a house anyway. Let's finally, sell those supplies, or give the man the supplies that we promised we'd get.
How do you do?
Found the shipment you were looking for. Cool. The larder door. Some coin for your trouble. Bandits overtook the wagon. I doubt your people survived. Poor fools. Always told them they ought to hire some guards instead of palming the extra coin. I'll have to hire on some more hands. Don't suppose you want to settle in Gilded Vale? Try some delivery work? Yeah, my thanks for the assistance, friend. Hey, now we can make some new stuff. Maybe, sort of. And now we have access to the larder door. The shield appears to have been once quite literally comprised of the front of a larder. It still has the pull string and metal crossbars reinforcing its surface, giving it considerable heft when swung at an opponent. Despite its humble origins, the nicks and gouges on the shield's surface suggest it has seen more than a few battles in its time, and proved a sturdy defense, though it leaves the harrowing prospect that there may be a larder somewhere lying undefended. Sweet. Boop. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's funny. Cool.
Hey.
And now we rest and dream of purple rocks, probably. I'm just assuming if we keep dreaming of what we've been dreaming of. Finishes in 1 day and 4 hours. Okay. Yeah, it's 14 hours from Gilded Vale to Radric's Hold. God damn. That's a ways. That's a big old walk. I don't know, I feel like you'd want to keep the castle close at hand, you know? Now then.
Hello.
Wait, do you sell things? Oh, just stuff. I'll just take the common room. Sweet. I was not accosted or molested by terrible nightmares. Fuck yeah. Well, now that our work in Gilded Vale has ended, I think we can continue on to the town thingy. Defiance Bay, that's the one. Yes. Twin Elms. Okay. Can I go to the bridge? I cannot go to the bridge. I'll have to go to Black Meadow. And then I can go south to the bridge. Well, huh. Maybe that bridge is closed? I'm gonna go check it out. Investigate the bridge. Yeah, this appears to be the southern road that I'm looking for. Sweet. Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Because Stewart said that we would need to open up the eastern pathway in order to get to the bridge to Defiance Bay, but if there's a bridge here, then is she simply incorrect? Damn looters, can't be bothered to find an honest wage. Curse my luck. Hail, traveler. The bridge to Defiance Bay is out. If that's where you're headed, you'll need to find another route. What destroyed the bridge? River's been rising on account of all the storms. Here, where the river narrows, the flooding did the most damage. Guess they don't make things to last around here, do they? One of the stone columns collapsed in a flash flood, taking the whole middle section of the bridge out to sea. Madamere Bridge was the most direct route from Gilded Vale to Defiance Bay. Merchants and travelers now have to find boat passage or add days of extra travel to loop around. So I started a ferry service, thinking I'd earn some extra coin and help others cross the bay. And that was a bigger mistake than the time I allowed a cipher to court me. Mistake? How so? I'd been attempting to turn a quick copper, but just my luck. The blasted currents threw my ferry into the rocks, dashed it, my profits to pieces. Making matters worse, when I went to prowl the shore to salvage whatever shipping crates didn't sink, a pair of looters attacked me. Damn brigands had the nerve to attack. I managed to avoid harm, but now they've stolen by force all that's left of my fortune. You know, you're likely to get fare better against those looters than little old me. Could you enlist your help? Yeah, I'll take a look. Cool. Ooh. I love that. Game's just like, oh, nope, that's stealing. And I'm like, don't want it. Nothing. Oof. Here's hoping that she wasn't lying to us. A lot of people will just like lie to you in this game. Gathered around the soggy timbers of the ship wreckage, men and women pick through the driftwood, snatching muddy silverware, moldy clothes, ship pottery, and anything you can spot among the detritus. All eyes turn to you as you approach. Where are Bretrel and Taron? They were just up along the path. We heard fighting. They attacked us. It was a matter of self-defense. You killed them? You speak of self-defense. Well, we're defending ourselves from this storm. The flood took our entire farm. We've nothing left. No food, no roof, and now I don't even have my cousins. We don't want to fight you, but we've lost enough already. Please, just leave us. I came here to investigate some missing cargo. We mistook your cousins for looters. That does not change the fact that you're stealing. Then you leave us with no choice. Well... not pleased about this turn of events. But, you know... sometimes you murder, some... Wait a minute. I do feel like we have been lied to. If only because that was labeled as stealing. Well, maybe, who knows. Would these happen to be your wares? Thank you. I was beginning to think I'd taken to the bottom of the river. Consider this a small token of my gratitude. Alright. Now that I think about it. Ooh. Oh, the deer. Oh my god. Yo, what up? Yeah, I feel like I made the wrong choice there. Oh, I'm trapped behind the deer. Yeah, I definitely made the wrong choice there. Because although those 5 people were stealing, more people will survive off of the back of those stolen goods than they will if I return them. But overall, it was just a bad situation. Oh shit. Oh well. I stuck up for the big guy, and, you know, I bet she can reward me more later, which is the selfish thing to do, but hey, we're not a paladin. We're no one's hero. I try to play the good guy, but people make mistakes, and my character would not care enough to load a quick save about it. Oh, sweet. Main keep has been reconstructed. Let's get the... I think the Western Barbican will be the next thing to do. Or maybe the barracks? The Bright Hollow Lab? No. Yeah, I see. Let me fix up the Western Barbican. No need to leave it to rot. But yes, my naive sense of justice got the better of me. Oh, they're stealing. That means they're bad. They're starving, idiot. Oops. You ever make a fucky wucky? I did. Now 5 people are dead. Yes, to the Woodend Plains, and then west to the Idlewad Bridge. Yep. That's the plan. grave marker with a joke on it. Probably.
Hush, Itumak. We'll just wait a little longer.
A dwarven woman dressed in skins and hides leans against the road marker. Her face is turned down, her eyes darkened by a thick stripe of face paint. She sharpens a bone arrowhead with a scrimshaw-handled knife. Her attention, however, is focused on a bear figurine between her feet. A large white-furred fox, standing at her heels, looks up at her approach.
Easy, Itumak. It's not him.
This outfit may not be flattering, but I'm definitely not him. No argument there. It's just not you I'm looking for. Waiting
Short
for someone?
version? I'm looking for a very, very old friend. I'm not sure what skin he's wearing now, but I'll know him when I see him.
Your friend is supposed to meet you here?
That's what I heard. Of course, the man who told me so was carrying a staff he claimed was made from dragon bone, but I know whitewood when I see it. That should have been my first clue, but I had to try something.
Back up. What does this stranger have to do with your friend?
The long version. Here we go. I'm from an island to the far south called Nasitak. I came here looking for a village elder, a man we knew as Persok. I'm a hunter back home, so tracking someone wouldn't normally be a problem. But Persok's trail is cold, to say the least.
You said in different skin. I'm guessing this has to do with the Great Wheel of Reincarnation. Why can't you find him? There can't be that many people in the Deerwood. He died when I was still a young girl. Forgot to mention that part, did I? I'm looking for his latest reincarnation, which could be anyone. How long have you been looking for him? 5 years? So you've been searching 5 years for a stranger you barely remember? Who could be anyone now?
That about sums it up.
Actually, I know how you feel.
And you have my sympathies. Hopefully you've got a better lead than I do.
How's the statuette figure into it? She adjusts the figurine on her trousers and raises it to her small, flat palm. It's carved in the shape of a bear, smooth and round. The polished adra is worn to a dull matte along its arched back and ovoid haunches. A soft glow emanates from within.
Cute, isn't it? It belonged to Persok. Before he returned to the wheel, he left a splinter of his soul in it. Something to help us find him later.
As she holds it out to you, you feel wisps of sensation. Not quite memories, but traces of someone.
When I left Nasitak, it was completely dark inside. But as I've gotten closer to Persok, it's glowed steadily brighter. Since I've reached the Deerwood, however, it's gotten hard to read. Some days it flickers and goes dark. Others it shines nice and bright, for a few hours. But most of the time, it looks just like this.
I could take a look at it.
I've heard that one before. Whole reason I'm standing here is because some so-called watcher from Forked told me he could take a look. For a few golden dukes, of course.
Of course.
I was on my way out of the Balmarsh when I heard talk of a traveling mystic who could supposedly see souls. I knew it was a long shot, but what did I have to lose? I went to see this fellow and gave him the Audra figurine. He made a big show of moaning and rolling his eyes, and after I'd given him 5 golden dukes to lift the shroud, he told me to seek the crossroads in the field between the Wolf's Lair and the twining trees.
Wolf's Lair? Defiance Bay. Locals call the current Duke Wolfgren. Sounds like he'd be fun to drink with. The twining trees? Twin Elms. I haven't been there yet, but I hear they have some especially memorable trees. Alright, we'll go.
He thought he was being vague, but I know the area well enough to recognize that he meant this place. Right between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but my coin was spent and I'd already left an arrow in his knapsack as a friendly warning. Told him I'd come back and leave him with another if it turned out he was giving me the runaround. I've been here a week now. Guess he had the last laugh after all.
May I see it?
Why?
I am an actual watcher.
You expect me to believe that? After the story I just told you?
You've got nothing to lose by letting me try.
Fine. But if you try to run, just remember that my arrows are faster.
You raise the Audra bear, turning it in the light. As your eyes catch a tiny glinting scratch, the scenery around you melts away. You're standing on a cliff, overlooking the water, seeing through the eyes that aren't your own. You catch the musk of beasts amidst the fresh scent of vegetation, and your heart beats a little faster. You'll have to watch your step up here. You look down just long enough to see the sharp, pale cliffs drop into the water hundreds of feet below. Examine the roads. The deep ruts score the hard-packed dirt. There are marks of wagons, numerous heavy laden. A large city is close. Sniff the breeze. Breathing deeply, you smell salt in the air. Wherever you're standing, wherever Persok is standing, must be near the ocean. It's not a lake. I see visions of a cliff high over the water. Does that sound familiar? He's standing on a cliff somewhere.
What are you talking about? What just happened?
I told you I'm a watcher. I know this sounds strange, but it's the truth.
You realize I've got no coin to give you, even if I did believe you.
Come with me then. I've got business in the area. We can look for Pursock on the way.
And if this is your idea of a joke, you may be stuck with me for a while. Lead the way.
And she gets a fox friend. Woof.
Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
Marked prey, wounding shot. Let's just alter her class behavior. Woof. Ooh, and some dual wield hatchets and daggers. Fair enough. So, yeah, he is shockingly close to the city by the cliffs. Well, let me go up here. I imagine somewhere around there, maybe. But let's go into the city to look for the leaden key before we go looking after an elder. Because if we can just get this whole awakened thing taken care of real quick, that'd be just great, just grand. Zeron Zenius Kavik. Copper Lane.
Defiance Bay.
Hey!
The city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by Whitewind's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
Makes sense. I imagine the legacy may seem preternatural to those.
The City of Defiance, crown jewel of the Deerwood. If you ask the locals, anyway.
Yeah, I imagine the legacy seems to be at the root of the problem. I don't think that's true, but I can see how they would see that. Admat's Den, Expedition Hall, Persnick's house, world map, Amdala's house, Scrivener's dormitory, the Hall of Revealed Mysteries, First Fires, Catacombs, Brackenbury. Who exactly am I looking for in here? Travel with Adair to the Records Archive. The Ducal Palace. I mean, this might be the Ducal Palace, might not. Yeah, you know what? It'll probably be labeled Ducal Palace. I'll explore the city first. The Master Below. Never far from the Queen. Go to the Temple of Wudaka. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I don't feel like Widewind's legacy is directly causing the land to become fallow and for people to die. I suspect it, like, just the general sense of hopelessness that the legacy is causing is just fucking up society. Like, what's the point in going on if, like, all your kids are fucked up and dead?
Sagani, does your fox bite?
Yes,
Can I pet him anyway?
it's your hand.
I'm gonna pet him.
God damn it, Adair. That's good. Does he bite? Yes, absolutely.
Politics, infighting, greed, and a shrine to Margaret as well. Her clergy belongs there.
All right, fair enough. All right, next time on Pillars of Eternity, we will investigate the Ducal Palace, and hopefully we can find the records that Adair is looking for. Good night, everyone.